Write a modern tall tale about a character who is home from school like you are, describing an adventure they have one day while not at school. Think about what you're doing every day to guide what your character is doing. Then use the elements of a tall tale to exaggerate the characteristics of the main character. Create a problem this character might face when home from school, and use their exaggerated trait to solve the problem. When you are done, create an illustration of your character to share with the story. So, I'm thinking about something that I would like to do, and that's go fishing right now. So, I'm going to create just a made up story, and I'm going to create a character as well to tell who's going to be telling this story. So, I'm just going to name this character Tom. And we're going to title this Tom's Fishing Adventure. Okay, and the prompt tells me to use once. And I'm going to come down. I'm going to indent my first paragraph. I'm going to write my first paragraph in blue. Once, when stuck at home, Tom decided he was going to break out and go fishing. Tom knew his parents wouldn't approve, so he snuck out early one morning and walked through the woods behind his house to his secret blue fishing hole. Tom didn't know then that he was in for an adventure. Alright, so I'm going to switch now. I'm going to do my middle in green, or in red actually. So, let's see. So Tom's at the fishing hole. Then Tom started casting his reel into the pond just like any other time he'd been fishing. This time, however, Tom felt a pull that almost pulled him straight into the water. All right, going to do some dialogue here. Wow. I must have caught a whale, Tom said to himself. Tom started reeling in the huge fish only to see something green and scaly. The beast on his line flashed some yellow, sharp teeth as it started out of the water. Tom shrieked. That's no whale, but it is an alligator. Ah! The alligator slithered and slunk out of the water right up to Tom and said, here's some dialogue. Thanks for that yummy breakfast. Have any more? Tom replied, sure. As long as I'm not your breakfast. The alligator said, no, you need to fatten up a bit more. All right, I'm going to start my ending now. So I'm going to come down, indent, relieved. Tom happily gave all his bait to the large green talking alligator. Well, I'd better be going. Tom said as he slowly retreated back toward his house. Tom burst through the door. Thomas! His Mother screamed. Where have you been? Tom replied, Mom, you'll never believe what I met this morning at the fishing pond. And guess what? She didn't. Okay, guys, I'm going to read back through and just revise and edit a little bit, see how I can make some things better. So, Tom's fishing adventure. Once, when stuck at home during a quarantine, Tom decided he was going to sneakily break out and go fishing. Tom knew his overprotective parents wouldn't approve. I'm going to change that. I'm going to say would never approve. So he snuck out early one sunny morning and walked through the deep woods behind his house to his secret blue fishing hole. Tom didn't know then that he was in for an adventure. Then Tom started casting his reel into the pond just like any other time he'd been fishing. This time, however, Tom felt a tremendous pull that almost pulled him straight into the water. Wow, I must have caught a humpback whale, Tom said to himself. Tom started frantically reeling in the huge fish, only to see something green and scaly. The huge beast on his line, oh, I misspelled that, flashed some yellow sharp teeth as it started crawling out of the water, out of the deep water. Tom shrieked, "That's no whale, but it is an alligator." Ah! The alligator slithered and slunk out of the blue water right up to Tom and said, "Thanks for that yummy breakfast. Have any more?" Tom replied, sure, as long as I'm not going to be your breakfast." The alligator said, "No, you need to fatten up a bit more." Relieved, Tom happily gave all his bait to the large, green, talking alligator. "Well, I'd better be going," Tom said as he slowly retreated back toward his house. Tom burst through the back door. "Thomas," his mother screamed, "where have you been?" Tom replied, "Mom, you'll never believe what I met this morning at the fishing pond." And guess what? She didn't. I hope you guys have fun with this story at home, and have fun with your illustration. And feel free to take some pictures and of your story and your illustration and post it for us on Dojo. Take care, guys.